Good morning, everybody. Well, it is morning. It's 12:30 a.m. Yes, I know. And it's I think today is Thursday or Friday. It's one of those days. And first of all, I don't want you all to faint or jump out of your chair and say hurrah, hurrah. Dishpan hands, guys. Dishpan hands. I've been washing dishes for the last, I don't know, 3, 4 hours. I rolled my computer chair in there. Oh, look at these things. And I rolled my computer chair in there, and I sat in that so that I could do a lot more dishes, and it wouldn't be so hard on my neuropathy. So yeah, so I got a lot done. Um, Also, I've got ghost ants. Every time it rains, like for 2 days, like it did this past week, all of a sudden those little suckers start coming in for a visit. Well, I've got the spray, but I wanted to wash the dishes first. I want to get the floor swept. I want to get the floor mopped. And see, you guys, you young girls, you could do this in like an hour or so. Yeah, when you get my age, well, this is bothering the heck out of me. When you get my age, you just take a little bit at a time. So yeah, so I've gotten most of my dishes. Almost all of them are washed. I got a few more pans to wash, but I got to soak those, I think. But I got the dried and put away. So yeah, it's looking pretty good in there. I actually can see the counters now. So we're doing good. We're doing good. Today I spent, well, yesterday I sewed and sewed and sewed and crocheted, and I got everything wrapped last night. Wrapped is like it's Christmas time, right? So I got everything packed, labeled, zipped up, and they went out today. Except for two boxes didn't go because stupid me, I put it through UPS instead of USPS. Anyway, so I gotta go drop those off at a UPS location. Unless I see the dude out here. Now, if he's riding around, I know they usually come between 11 and 12. So if I see him, I'll catch him and give them to him. So, but otherwise, all the rest of them went. So I am current in make and deliver, and I even finished the granny square. I put sewing that last night at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and got that packed up and out of here. And also I sold my blue sweater, and you'll have to keep an eye out on who got it. You might recognize them. But anyway, so today I slept all afternoon. I think I laid down around 2 and slept till about 5:30 or 6, I think it was. I was tired. And I only slept about 4 hours before I got up. There was a knock on the door, and it was John to pick up the packages. So I had to move fast. But anyway, I got my fabric that I ordered back in early March. No, April. End of March. I think it was like March 29th. This is April. This is May, right? So, I mean, it's been quite a while. But anyway, the fabric.com fabric came in. And then I ordered from a different vendor another fabric that you're going to get a kick out of. Because I did. But first, everybody liked the flip flop fabric. Well, I found this fabric, and I got a lot of it because the summer's coming, and I thought you guys would really like it. And I just love this fabric. Look at this. It's got, look, this shoe has a flag on it. There's all kinds of different. There's even a tie dye. I don't know if you can see the tie dye sandal, but these are all flip flops. and it's on black. I usually don't get things that are on black, but I love this. So I'm very happy with this. So I have lots of it so that I can make all different sizes of bags with that. So that's my new flip-flop fabric. But I just thought, I love color, as you all know. And so I like to put lots of color. There's even a, oh no, that's the peace sign. I thought I saw the one with the skulls on it. I might have. I mean, you have to look. One's got the peace sign on it, though. Anyway, so that's the new flip-flop fabric that I got in today. Then this, whoops, God, I'm knocking things over. This fabric I found, and then they didn't have any, so I put myself on a list so that when it came in, they would notify me, and they did. And I found this back in January, I think, January or February. So it's nice to have. And these are the Dragonflies. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Aren't they pretty? So it's got a lot of teals and blues, and it's on a dark nighttime. But that's the Dragonflies. Aren't they gorgeous? Let me hold it up so you can see. But I love this. Very, very pretty. It's got a little lavender in it, little pink, little purple, little green. It's got all kinds of colors in it. But I love this Dragonfly. So I got plenty so that I could make some nice bags with that. So that was a treat. And then I ordered this fabric to make some cozies with, and also you can make bags with it. But it's let me hold this up right. Look at that. They're cups and coffee grinders. Look at the coffee pot down there. But this is sort of retro. It's sort of a vintage kind of stuff. But I thought this would make beautiful cozies with, because I've got an order for a whole bunch of cozies. But I thought this would make some pretty cozies. So I'm real happy with this. And I can make bags too. But I got plenty here. I got myself plenty. So I really like this fabric. I do it. The more I look at it, the more I love it. And it does have color. It's got reddish, orange, blue, teal, yellow. It's got your basic colors in here. And I love it. But I think that is so pretty, especially with the cups and the coffee grinder and coffee pots and all that stuff. So I love that. Then I got these pretty novelty butterflies. Aren't they pretty? All different colored butterflies. I love butterflies, so I thought that was pretty. Very pretty. So that's the butterfly one. Then this, if you look at it, it's this fabric is, I think, beautiful. Beautiful. Let me show you. And you have to look at it real close. Look at it real close. It's like it's bouquet of flowers and they mirror each other, but in the middle it almost makes it look like they're butterflies. Isn't that cool? And the flowers are all different species of flowers. Morning glories, daisies, all kinds of flowers, zinnias. But isn't that pretty? See, I love color. So that's pretty. So I really like that. I love that. Because then this, with the white background, you can put any color you want with it. Then, I used to collect these. They were owls. And when I saw this, I really loved it because it has all your different species of owls. Isn't that pretty? If you like owls, I love this. But I thought that was kind of cool. And they're all different. They all got different looks on them. They're so pretty. So that's my owls. Okay, now this I saved to last. This is Timeless Treasures, which is one of my favorite novelty fabric, and all those are novelty fabrics too. I know. I'd rather give you something different than give you the same old, same old, same old. Okay, this fabric is. Let me see if it's got a name. I know it had a name. Thought maybe they might put it on here, but they didn't. Okay, these are little chubby ladies, fluffy ladies, fluffy ladies in the bathtub. Look at this. and look at the chair. If you can see the stool, there's a cat. See, there's two different cats sitting on the stool over there. And here she's sitting there with a cocktail in her hand. Look at her little chubby legs. It looks like me if I could get in the tub. But look, aren't they cute? Look at that. They're all different. Red hair, blonde hair, black hair. Look at them. Towels. See the towels stacked up? And you could keep going and going in all different tubs. Look at all the different tubs that they have. And it's on pink. I just love it. I just love it. Isn't it cute? So anyway, I got lots of this. I think I got the end of the bolt, they said. So I must have got maybe 4 yards, I think, of this. But I just love it. But I love this one holding the cocktail. Look at her little chubby legs out there. And the kitty cat. I just love it. What's this one doing? Oh, what is she doing? Oh, she's laying on her side with her feet up in the air. Look at that. See, she's laying there with her feet up in the air. And she's got her little glass of wine right here. That's so cute. No kitty cat for her. But I just thought they're just so cute. It's just so cute. I love it. I love it. So this is the fluffy ladies in the bathtub. I love that. I love it. And let's see, I wanted to mention too, and I think I might have blown it. I have one of the skull bags to make, if anybody's interested. I think somebody asked me about it because I only had 2. I sold one and I have one more. So if anybody's interested in the glitter skull with the roses, I think. No, I didn't get it. Because I've been ordering fabric like crazy because that's probably what I'm going to be doing now that I don't go out that much. Well, I didn't go out that much before either, but let's see. Ladybug, I ordered more Ladybug if anybody's interested. The Ladybug here is spoken for. And the original flip-flops, all that's spoken for. I just have to make those. So, oh, and look at this. I found these little flip-flop buttons that were in one of my boxes, so I put it on this coin purse. And the little thing here says, "May you always have a shell in your pocket and sand between your toes." Isn't that perfect with this? So if I could ever get some, this is acrylic and the scrubby stuff that I made this one out of. This is spoken for. So those are spoken for. So I'm making more. I've got an order to do 6. I think it's 6, 7, 8. I think 8. And so I've been making those a little bit today. And oh, I forgot to get. I've been getting some very, very kind thank you cards, and I want to thank all of you at one time. No names. I just want to thank you that you appreciate what I did, and that just warms my heart. That's all I need was a card, just a card. I just love it. I sit there and they're in a little pile in there, and I shift through them a couple times a day. I know I'm crazy, but I enjoy your cards. And this is not going to be a very long one. But I I wanted to send out some prayers and thoughts. We have several people that we need to. I don't watch a lot of podcasters, as you well know. I have a few that I watch when I'm in here sewing. If I'm not watching a movie on the laptop, I'll turn on some. But what they are, they're too short, and then I have to stop and find them. Anyway, so anyway, um, but I want us to remember in your prayers, Wendy Wessa. She's a very good friend of ours, and in the crochet world, in the crochet sewing, this whole community, and she needs our prayers, and I hope that you all will remember her and our thoughts and our prayers and maybe some good wishes. Not good wishes, but she's been real sick with the flu. They never really diagnosed her with coronavirus, but they kept her separated because her husband is ill, and she's um, is facing some trying times now. So we need to remember her. Um, Also, I don't know if you've tuned in to Sherry of Sherry's Bag of Holding. Sherry has cancer, and they're going to be rushing her into surgery pretty soon. Um, she was supposed to go Tuesday, but the doctors have now told her they want her in earlier. So they're trying to make arrangements now to get her in the next couple days, or a day, one day, but they are rushing it. Um, Sherry is, I talked to her and Raven tonight, and they are they're hanging in there together. She's got a great support system. Her parents are near. Her brother came to visit her today, and she's hanging in there. But do remember her in your prayers and your thoughts. Um, Sherry has MS, so things have to be done a little bit different for her as far as surgery and stuff is concerned. But let's send her our well wishes and a card, maybe a card or whatever. I'll get her address, or maybe it's on her. It might be on her podcast, and that's Sherry, SHERI apostrophe S, Bag of Holding. So to remember her. And the other person we need to remember is Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's 87. Is it 87 years old? Yeah, 87 years old, and she's been having she's had an gallbladder infection, gallstone infection, or whatever. But let's remember her. She's one of our pioneers for us women. So hang in there with Ruth. Um, Sometimes I like to watch crazy shows. Like I don't know if you heard, I love Sylvester. That's the talking cat. And the gentleman that did the talking cat, Steve, several weeks ago committed suicide. And boy, and he had thousands and hundreds of thousands of followers, and his show, his videoing, his um, the way he sliced things and had that. Oh, it was just marvelous. It was very, very sad to hear about that. That really touched my heart, because I'm a cat lover, and he I don't know what happened with his cats or anything. Nobody knows, but it was really a shame that happened. Um, I also like to watch DC Foot Doctor. We're getting back to the feet, huh? DC Foot Doctor's located in Washington, D.C., but he does the best foot toenail clippings of anybody. And then he sits there and he rubs this cream all over your feet. Oh my God. I just sit there, gosh, I'll pay you to come to Florida to rub my feet in that oil stuff you put all over them. But he does. He's really good. And of course, I watch Dr. Pimple Popper and Jaws Healthy something podiatries. And then there's one up in Tampa that I watch. I can't remember the name of them off the top of my head. Um, Also, I don't know if y'all watch Chevy, but she got my little bag I sent her of olive. I called it the olive bag. So she showed it on her last podcast, and I always save her for my Saturday or Sunday watching because I watch her on TV while I'm doing something, eating breakfast or lunch or whatever, and that's my time to watch Chevy because I don't miss her podcast. I enjoy her humor. I think she's a beautiful knitter, and I told her that I hope that when I grow up that I can knit like she does. I used to knit a lot, but I don't anymore. I don't know. I find it a lot harder working with two needles now, like than the one. But anyway, I do. I love Chevy. She's a cool gal, and of course I don't miss any of Deb's, the Canadian crocheter. She's in Canada. Um, she does. Um, I think she likes things that are a challenge, which I've always known that about Deb, and she's fun to watch, and she's fun to people get her to do their. Nobody ever asked me to do any of their. Um, um, I guess because I'm too fluffy, I couldn't model it afterwards like Debbie does. But she does. She does a good job. And she enjoys doing it, so that's good. So I did, Deb. If you watch this, I saw your three blouses that you did, and I got in touch with Cheryl. I said, Cheryl, I got the perfect summer top for you, and it's from Seta. It's Seta's design, and Debbie just made it and modeled it. So she, listen to this. I hope she won't mind if I tell. I don't think. She started out with white, and I guess you start from the top down, right? Well, she got about this far. The whole thing was twisted. She had it all twisted up. She don't know how she did it. I had to laugh because it's all crooked. She can't even do a straight border on a blanket. But I told her to go and check out Krista's the drunken square, drunken the drunken granny square because they always come out straight, and she did, and she loves it. So she made 3 blankets for her cousins out of that drunken granny square, and it was straight. She did a good job. I'm real proud of her. But she's not. She has a little problem that like I told her, she has to find the right stitch. But she did good. She did very good. So that was fun. So now she started another one, and she's doing good. She's got it straight. It's not all twisted up, but she's got it going. So that's good. So Seta, um, I've passed it on, so people are making them, and that's great. And I'm sure she'll model it or show us her finished project, because that's something you can make, like Deb did. You can make 2 or 3 of those tops. So if you are interested in it, go to Seta's place, and it's a summer top, and I like it because it has wider, and I'm sure you can make these as wide as you want, to wear whatever you want underneath of it. And it looks like to me you don't even really have to wear anything underneath of it, the way it's the stitching of it. you know, so it's quite pretty, and you can make all different colors with it, and go, man, go. Now I don't wear sleeveless things. My arms too chubby. I mean, I don't want all this flab hanging down, and it's a lot there. Um, the other person I love to watch is Ella. Ella of no catchy name. Ella, she has a young child, so she does young things, and I think that's great. I love the way she designs little things, and she and I don't think there's anything that she doesn't try to tackle, and I think that's great for a young girl, and she does a lot of variety of things, and I love her. She's looking wonderful. She's lost weight. She looks great. And I know she feels healthy. And boy, I wish I could do that. I eat healthy. I just am fluffy. Always will be fluffy. Everybody on my father's side, most of them are fluffy. So here we are, fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. Of course, you know I love Cheryl. She's on number one on my list. Cheryl with Yarn and Hook, and she's got her new bags out called Bolts bags, and she made me one, which is in the. I wasn't going to do this tonight, but then I've been sleeping all day, and I still wanted to rest today. I really didn't want to do any sewing, but except maybe make. I might go and sit and make a couple more. I've made 2 or 3 of these little coin purses, so I've got like 3 more to go. So I enjoy, Cheryl and I, she's my BFFFW. And then I like Rel of the Dabbling Hook. Um, she can take a pattern, one pattern, and make it look like 5 different patterns. Does that make sense? Like she hats. Now, I'm not into duplicating things, but and I don't ask me why. I mean, the coin purses are fun because I can play with them, make different colors, put different designs on them, so on and so forth. But I don't like doing the same design over and over and over again. I'm just like more of a challenge, as you all well know. Um, so I like Rel. I like her music, and I heard her music. I was up in Sarasota on Monday, and when I was coming home, I said, "Where's Rel?" The music started, and I go, "That's her music," and it was so cute. So anyway, so I like Rel a lot, and Jackie in Good Company. Jackie has a very dry sense of humor, and if you listen to her, she cracks you up. She really does. I would love to meet her in person. She seems very artistic. I think she was a costume designer in the theater. Um, and what an exciting life. She lives in 2 different countries, and it just, it just seems like a, exciting life for her. And the other one I like to watch is Rosie. Rosie, Rosie, I like because she not only is she very pretty, um, but she will take a pattern and make it her own. Does that make sense? I mean, she could buy a pattern from somebody, but then she makes it her own, and if makes it so that it is for her. And she does a lot of her own designing too on tops and stuff like that. She just does a great job. And but I can tell that she likes variety too, because you don't see her making uh, the same items all the time, but she has a variety of stuff. Like I've made shawls, but I'm not real fond of shawls. Um, I like ponchos. I've made several of those. Um, Of course, I don't have anything to show you. I might have pictures somewhere on my old computer. I should probably download those onto this nasty laptop. No, I'm not really. This laptop doesn't seem to hold as much as the other one did. But I'm going to download them anyway. I think what I'll have to do is probably get rid of some of my videos, you know, because it's like almost 2 years worth of videos on here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there is. Gosh, has it been? It's been a year and a half almost. But it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Let's see. I can't remember when did I film this week at all? I don't remember. I don't think so. Monday I went up to Sarasota. I did. I had an eye appointment. Guess what? The place was inside of a mall. Guess what? It was closed. I even called the number. We're closed. So why did they confirm my appointment? Oh, and then I get an email yesterday from them saying, sorry we missed, sorry you couldn't make your appointment. And I'm saying to myself, I made the appointment. You missed it. And I thought maybe there was a way to get in. I went around the mall about 3 times. I said, well, maybe there's a side door or something that goes right directly to their, to their office or whatever. And I'm going, oh, gosh. So now I've got to crawl and I got to go back and do that, get that done. And so anyways, I'm running around. I said, okay, so I'll call Karen and Jim. They're my friends. They used to be my neighbors. And they were good friends. I called them and went over to their house. I know, socializing. It's just Karen and Jim. They don't go anywhere. And Jim has lost a lot of weight. He's not doing well. He's in his 90s. And so we had a nice visit. They served me lunch, had ice cream for dessert, and just had a lovely afternoon with the dogs. They have 2 dogs, Bailey and Buster. And they, as soon as they heard my voice, oh, Bailey was all over me, yanking, yapping, 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 yapping. She was so excited to hear me, and she's jumping all up, waiting, couldn't wait for me to sit down so she could jump in my lap. And Buster was the same way. So it was fun to visit with my friends and the dogs. I love them. They're very good friends. And she had a cousin that was 37 years old that died of the virus. And it was very sad. I felt real bad for her and her family. So, everybody's has a story, I guess, about this virus and how it's affecting us in our lives. So I think I even have little notes. I had little notes. Aren't you proud of me? So that's really all I got to say. I've got I'm going to be doing some bags, and once I get those finished, I'll let you know, unless you see some fabric you'd like to have. And I'll keep doing my little coin purses till I run out. Run out of something. Always run out of something. But I've got more fabric. Oh, I know. Let me show you. Chiquita made me, make sure I got it hold right, this gorgeous little card with a bee in it. Look at the flower with the bee. Isn't that cute? And you open it up, and she colored and pasted and did all of that stuff. Isn't that great? And it says handmade with love on the back, and inside is a little card from her, and slide it right in that little envelope. And she sent me a bunch of little flowers and stuff to put on either my bags or my anything that I want to put them on. I have her making them for me. And I love this one. This one I'm going to put on one of my coin purses. I love this one. Isn't that cute? Flower. And there was, oh, there was another one I liked too. I mean, I like them all, but you see this one's got a little doggy in there. Yeah, that's a doggy. This little, that's really a melon color. And look at that. It's, well, yellow melon, but it's coming out really yellow. Oh, well. There was one with a rose in it. What did I do with that? Well, she makes all kinds. These little, isn't that pretty? Little lime green. I've already used a couple already, but there's one. Oh, this one that's white. It has a pearl in it. Isn't that pretty? She makes the cutest, and this is red with a little doggy on it. She makes little hearts. Little puffy green with blue. I like this one too. This would look cute on a bag. Cute. I might, oh, this one. Look at this one. Look, it's got like an antique rose button in there. Isn't that cute? It's red. There, you can see it better when you, yeah. So she sent me a whole bunch. Thank you, Chiquita, my love. My little daughter, my adopted daughter. Thank you so much. I've already pulled some out. You notice you haven't seen them all because I've pulled them and I've got them sitting in there with stuff I'm going to use. I just love it. I just love it. I just love being creative. So I think that's all I got to discuss tonight. That's it. Y'all have a great day, and maybe I'll get around to talking with you. What am I working on? Oh, in there I'm working on, I put another bag together. One bag I put together and mailed that. That's and I got two now to finish. I just finally ordered found a place with the peeling, anyway, interfacing, P-E-L-L-O-N. This is what I've been using, and I do like that. But the one I just did, I did interfacing on it, you know, which you iron on and patted it, and then I put anyway, it's nice. So I'm sort of waiting for that interfaces to come in before I do the next two bags to show you guys. I know, isn't it exciting? What a wonderful life we live, right? Okay, my friends. Masks? No, I'm not making any more masks. I do have some stuff here that I could make masks if I have to, but I really like to keep up with. I just got so far behind. I even missed a delivery. I missed it. And to my best friend Dina, I missed it. Dina, my friend, I'm so sorry. I felt so bad. She sent me a message. She said, "Did you invoice me for? Did you invoice me or did you invoice me for my coin purse?" And I looked on PayPal. I said, "Well, I knew I had, you know." So I looked, and yeah, not only did I invoice her, she paid it. But you know where it was? It was in my little red box, the completed box. I forgot who it was supposed to go to. That was right in the middle of doing all those masks, and it just gets a little bit too much for me. But I am feeling better. I know I look a little pale. I need to go. I need to go out and get some of the sunshine on me, you know, get a little color in my face. But what the hey? And I'm trying to clean up my house. I'm trying to clean it up. Whew. So I'm going to go back in there now, maybe, and dry the pots. They should be pretty strip dry. I could just put them away. But like I said, I got a couple more pots to go. And then I got to fill up my bookcase that I moved. I got to put the books back in the bookcase, plus some new books. Plus, I've got those books out in the car. I forgot about it. Karen reads all these little books, and she gives them to me. And I go through and I pick out the ones that maybe I haven't read, or whatever, you know. And some I take over to our little community library. And talk about reading. Oh my gosh. I was over there, maybe it was Monday. No, maybe it was Friday, last Friday, to fill up my cards for the washer and the dryer. Well, anyway, I said, well, let me just look through the books to see if there's anything that I haven't read. You know, I hardly find a book that I haven't read already. But there, sitting on the shelf, in a hardback. Oh my gosh, my heart just went boom, boom, boom. Lee Child, Jack Reacher, Blue Moon. The current, the new book. Well, I opened that sucker. And I was tired when I opened it because I like to read after I go to bed. I like to read until I fall asleep. Well, I must have got I couldn't put it down. And I am like in the middle of it. And that was just in the first read. It is good. I love Jack Reacher. I mean, the storyline is really interesting. Anyway, I highly recommend it. Lee Child, Jack Reacher, and the name of the book is Blue Moon. And I picked up a Patterson book that I had never seen before. It's just in a larger paperback, but I haven't. I might go read tonight. Well, it's 1 o'clock. I'll still read tonight, but I'll go pick that up. Maybe that's what I should do and say the heck with everything else. But yeah, oh gosh, Jack Reacher. That's why when they cast that puny little, what's his name? What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Tom Cruise. He was like 5'6" or 7. For a 6'5" guy, 280 pounds or 60 pounds. For 100-pound, 5'6" guy. Oh, come on. Nope, won't do it. I've not watched one, and I told Lee Child that. I sent him an email and told him. I said, I will not watch your movies if you can't cast it right. I mean, they could have put Rock in there. Rock would have been good as Jack Reacher. Well, he would have. Okay, guys, I'm going to go now, and I will talk to you later. Keep crafting, and I hope you enjoyed my little chat with myself. I talk to myself all the time anyway, or Rosie, one or the other. But yeah, I just wanted to show you all the new fabric that I got. I was going to make it like 15 minutes, and now I made it 43 minutes. But this might be a good time to download it, right? But thank you, and I'm not real fancy. I'm going to have to rearrange this stuff in here too because I need more room. You know, shelf room, because I'm putting stuff on the floor again. That whole corner is full of stuff. I know. It's terrible. Oh, God, that reminds me. I got to order some ink. I'm running out of black ink. Okay, darlings. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of the weekend, or whenever. And I'll see you next time when we all meet up at the old folks' home. Bye, everybody.